Hartford, Texas. Handoff to Jake Payton. Little delayed start. Payton across the 5 to the 4. Diving. Did he get it? Touchdown, Jacob Payton from the 12-yard line. Downhill, hard running, and Jacob Payton punches it into the end zone for the Rangers.
No, he did. I mean, broke a couple of tackles, man. It looked like he was going to end up going down maybe about the 5, the 2. This kid just is such a workhorse, just churns all the way into the end zone. Rangers now right back in this one with some momentum. Huge score for Northwestern here. Capitalize on this extra point, make it a 12-point game with 3:18 to go right here in the third.
Jake Payton, 5'8", 178 pounds, and if I had to describe his running style in a single word, Dustin, violent. He likes contact, doesn't shy away from it. Point after attempt for the Rangers is up. It is good. Northwestern cuts into the Tigers' lead. It's now 26-14. The Rangers on the comeback. 3:18 left to go in the third. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, Oklahoma, right here on the Pulse, 105.7.
At Community Bank, we understand that things change, and this is why we continually strive to provide our customers with a better banking experience. Our location at 1729 College Boulevard and 3 ATM locations offer convenient access for our customers. We strive to develop customer relationships and a high level of community involvement. At Community Bank, we believe in banking together, working with our customers to match the right products and services for their needs, because their success improves our community, and a better community is our goal. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Is it about time for your financial checkup? You wouldn't skip your medical checkup, so why skip out on checking where you're at financially? At E&J Financial, our educational approach takes the mystery out of investing, insurance, estate conservation, and preserving wealth. At E&J Financial, they are committed to offering complete objectivity and unbiased advice. They also strive to build long-lasting relationships with their clients, offering ongoing educational guidance through your portfolio. So, if you're in need of a financial checkup, contact the experts, because at E&J Financial, we are invested in your future.
Deep kickoff again for the Rangers. Nick Dill is perfect on kicking those balls into the back of the end zone so far. That one actually short enough to be caught. It was fielded by Hallie Freeman, but he was 8 yards deep in the end zone. Wisely took a knee, and the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Ranger defense back out onto the field, Dustin. We need another big stop from the Rangers. They got one on the first drive for the Tigers. Second drive, Ouachita able to find the end zone on some broken coverage. Third attempt here. Let's hope the Ranger defense can come up strong. Huge wide receiver split wide to the near side for the Tigers. That may be the biggest guy in a jersey I've seen on this field, possibly ever. Wears jersey number 8, Ladarius McElroy, Dustin. Watching him from the other side, you don't realize how big he is. He is 6'6", 210 pounds. That is a target.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we have only seen him throw the ball, I think, twice. I think he's been targeted twice so far by Brazil. I would expect them to maybe, when they do throw the ball, throw it to him more down the field. Let him go up on Eric Cook, who goes at about 5'11". He's got 7 inches on the cornerback.
Well, if you needed a reference for a guy that's about that size, it's very near. I think he's about 10 or 15 pounds lighter than Terrell Owens used to be back in his playing days. But about that same build and same height. As the Tigers will go to the far side of the field, completed pass to Drew Harris this time, and he'll pick up a nice gain. Stop shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Crossing route, nice pitch and catch, and a good first down for the Tigers.
It is. Those crossing routes are tough, especially when Drew Harris gets going and he gets away from the defender like that. Almost certainly he's going to pick up the first down, and he did there for Ouachita Baptist.
Rangers roll in 4 fresh defenders. Most of those guys headed straight to the line. That looks like we may have swapped the line completely here for some fresh legs. 2:45 left to play in the third. Tight set for the Tigers here. One man in motion. It's Hallie Freeman. They will fake the give to him, go to Chris Oliver. Patiently looks for a hole to open up. Finally one does, and he squirts forward to the 40. A 3-yard gain. Call it 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Ball will be marked officially at the 39 in Tiger territory.
Get another good stop. Ranger defensive line putting some pressure on the offensive line for Ouachita Baptist, holding them to just a 2-yard gain, forcing to Tigers go 2nd and long here with 2nd and 8.
So taking their time now, this is one of the nice things about having a lead and being able to run the ball can do, is you can really slow the pace of a game. 2 wideouts, 1 wide to each side, 1 man in motion from left to right in front of Brazil. He will give the ball up the middle. That is going to be a huge run and a defensive break for Northwestern across the 40, downhill to the 30, to the 20-yard line, almost down to the 15 before we get him hemmed up. I think that was Thomas. I'm going to try and check the roster to see. Yep, that was Thomas. Wow. big hole, got through the initial wave of defenders, and then nobody right there in midfield.
And you could see it coming, too. Right when he took that handoff, nobody was able to get a hand on him, and that's the first big run of the night for Ouachita Baptist, and it couldn't come at a worse time for this Ranger defense. Now puts Ouachita Baptist here in the red zone, sitting at about the 17, 18-yard line.
Going out of the Wildcat formation right now. They may have a play ago. I'm not sure. I think on that handoff to Thomas, it was just straight. Drew Harris is going to be in the quarterback position this time. He will send Allie Freeman in motion, fakes the give to Freeman. Harris will keep it, tiptoes up the middle. The Rangers are there to stop him this time. However, man, that last run, Dustin, that was 30-plus yards downhill for the Tigers. Biggest run the Rangers have given up this game so far. And probably the biggest play of the game for the Tigers altogether.
Yeah, in fact, in the first half, the biggest run the Rangers had given up. They gave up a pair of two 19-yard runs to Brockton Brown and Allie Freeman.
So stopped them shy of giving up 20. That's kind of a goal. I mean, you hate to give up 19, but, shy of 20 is not a bad thing. That one well over 30 to set the Tigers up here. 2nd down and 9 to go from the 16-yard line deep in Ranger territory. Now one man in motion. Brazil back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hand off to Thomas. Cuts left. Gets a little gap. Goes to the 10-yard line before he's going to be stopped again. That one will be a pickup of 7 and bring up 3rd down, and I'm going to call that 3 left to go.
Thomas has been really hard to bring down tonight for Northwestern. Only had 8 carries for 28 yards in the first half. He's done a lot more work here in the second half, though, for Ouachita Baptist. As we see the clock rolling, they may just take this thing into the fourth quarter.
They had a yard last time the ball was placed at the 16. That's a gain of 6 for Thomas. So 3rd down and 3. Doesn't change that. And now the end of the third period has come upon us. 26-14. The Rangers are down to the Tigers. Fourth quarter left to go. Will the Rangers find what they need to get back into this one? 2 touchdowns right now would give them the win, assuming they can stop the Tigers on this drive. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on The Pulse, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, Oklahoma.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Wow.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Stephanie Eaton at 327-3600 today.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Fourth quarter starting right now. Ouachita Baptist has the ball 3rd down and 3. The ball is at the 10-yard line in Ranger territory. Tigers knocking on the door. Brazil going to go on the quarterback keeper. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Gets a yard or so. He will be short of the first down. I'm sorry, that was a Wildcat formation play. It was Drew Harris that took that snap, not Brazil. I thought that was odd to see him run a quarterback keeper to the inside like that.
Well, and now here, if you're Todd Knight, what do? You're looking at about 4th and a yard and a half. Do you kick do you kick it and go up 15, or do you go for this and really kind of try and distance yourselves between them and Northwestern?
It's an 8-point advantage. Is that right?
It's a bold strategy, Matt.
Yeah.
We'll see if it pays off for them.
It's a 12-point advantage for the Tigers right now. It looks like, Dustin, they are going to at least line up like they're going to attempt the field goal. We'll see if they've got any fakes in them here or not, or if they want Atlee to get his 3rd field goal of the game. Now, he's made 2, had 1 blocked, and now a flag comes out. Hopefully,
this would be
offsides or illegal motion on the offense. They jumped. It's going to back them up 5 yards. So now it takes a little bit of the decision-making out of it, does it not? 4th and 2, a lot of options on the table. 4th and 7, probably want to feel like you need to come away with the points, don't you?
No, I think so. I think you're definitely going to kick here. We'll see if this makes it a little bit tougher on Cole Antley.
Like I said, Antley's got 2 field goals already tonight and had 1 blocked. He will set up, puts this one away. Ball is on the way. It's good. It was a flat kick. It was kind of rotating sideways. Wasn't really end over end, if you will, but good enough to get through the uprights. It'd make it 29-14 in favor of the Tigers. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug right here on the Pulse, 105.7.
When you don't feel well, you want a doctor you know and trust. Dr. Linda McMurphy and Dr. Tim Newton at Great Salt Plains Health Center are pleased to meet the primary care needs for the communities where they were raised. Call 580-596-2800 as early as 7 a.m. Monday through Friday or late until 7 p.m. Tuesday through Thursday. Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, or no insurance at all. Call 596-2800 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Linda McMurphy or Dr. Tim Newton and find out why so many others choose Great Salt Plains Health Center, Cherokee, Medford, Enid, and Canton.
Football season is upon us, and Holder Drug in Alva has everything you need to get ready for the 2018 season, especially when it comes to tailgating, because the two go together. So let Holder Drug help you with your football spirit with their 32-ounce Swig insulated cups with either Goldbug or Ranger color for $19.95, or choose both. They can also personalize the cup for $5 more. Holder Drug also offers OU and OSU Swig cups as well, so make sure to get to Holder Drug before the Rangers and Goldbug take off their season, and let them help you with all your tailgating needs.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Ouachita set to kick the ball away to Northwestern. 13:50 left to play in the game. The Rangers are down 29-14. That's a 15-point advantage. Dustin makes it still a 2-possession game. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion. A touchdown, a 2-point conversion would actually put you in the lead by 1. So, the long and short of it is the Rangers need 2 really solid offensive possessions, and we have got to find a way to really start to seal them up defensively. No more field goals, no more touchdowns. We've got to get some 3-and-out stops.
No, and not only that, you mentioned, if you go down and score here, you've got to come up with a stop if you're able to score.
Justin Kane takes it on the 1-yard line, slips a tackle at the 25-yard line, still on his feet, stumbling forward at the 30, and he goes into a roll. Man, he has been so close to breaking big touchdown returns twice today. That one tripped up by a shoelace, but puts the Rangers in great field position. He'll take over at the 31-yard line. Brought that one out of the end zone about a yard deep or so. Justin Kane showing some skill as a return man. He is going to be fun to watch this season. Let's hope we don't see him return another kick today.
Sorry, Matt. That was Horatio Smith, actually, on that return.
Was it really? My
yes,
bad.
Sir.
Had the 19 instead of the 1. Wow. Horatio's dangerous in his own right. We saw that all year last year as Jake Payton dives over the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 9 for the Rangers on first down, brings up 2nd and a yard to go. Well, 2nd and a yard and a half to go. They mark him just shy of the 40.
We'll see Payton go out. Gatewood will come back in now.
2nd and short for Northwestern. Good field position for the Rangers. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Rolls far side, throwing on the run, in and out of the hands of Horatio Smith. He was open on a sprint to the sideline, had a defender trailing him, but not in position to make a play on the ball. Was Parker. One kind of go out of his hands, if you will. An incomplete pass, a missed opportunity, brings up 3rd down and a yard for the Rangers.
Well, you expect a running play here. Not a bad decision to throw on 3rd one just to maybe pick up some extra yards, but now 3rd one, expect maybe a keeper here from Isaiah Weed.
Tigers sneaking up to the line. They will hand it to Gatewood, and he will get over the 40, but be shy of the 41. They needed almost a yard and a half, and he picked up 3/4 of it. We're going to be just shy on 4th down and 1 to go. 12:58. We're at the 40-yard line in our own territory. What's the call here, Dustin?
I think we may go for this. I think you see some substitution coming in. Smith's coming out. You're bringing in another running back for Northwestern.
Jalen Williams coming into the game.
So we'll see kind of a tight package here for Northwestern, and we'll see if they just kind of run this one straight ahead and pick up the first down. Huge fourth down.
Rangers time to bow up right here. 4th and 1. This could be a difference maker. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Give to Jalen Williams. Big hole out across the 50 to midfield. 2 men left to beat. He will turn it up at the 30-yard line. Gets wrapped up and brought down shy of the 25, but Jalen Williams busted open a hole in that one, and the Rangers have it in Tiger territory at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 Northwestern.
And that's exactly what happens on a short yards play like that. If you're not able to get him at the line of scrimmage, there's nobody back in the secondary. Ouachita Baptist has got to run Jalen Williams down, but what a burst of speed to get in the secondary for the first down.
And the Tigers sold out to stop him at the line that time. They'll go right back to Williams, attacking left side, spins out of a tackle, and he'll move forward only about a yard to be found on the far side of the field. Ball was marked officially at the 27-yard line. Now down to the 26. They're only going to give him one on that 2nd and 9 coming up for the Rangers. So out across the 30 was Williams on that big break from the 39-yard line in Ranger territory. 34-yard run from Jalen Williams there to set the Rangers up in Tiger territory. 2nd down and 9 now. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. He'll roll near side, throwing on the run, complete to Gavin Gardner. Makes the catch, able to even get his shoulder down and absorb the hit from the upcoming cornerback. That will be inside the 20. What do you call that, the 18-yard line, Dustin? Absolutely. This is a huge possession, and it's been capped off by huge plays. Sorry for Tyson Gatewood. If we end up pulling this one out, that could have been the play of the game. I got the name wrong, so it probably won't be now. They will hand off to Jacob Payton, and he skips a tackle, goes forward at the 9-yard line, crashes down at about the 6. He'll gain a yard or so, brings up 2nd down, goal to go for the Rangers inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 7.
Looks like Northwestern will bring in an extra tight end. Raphael Edwards Jr. will come in.
2 wideouts split to the far side for Isaiah Weed. In this one, it's Kentrez Bell and Horatio Smith. 2 to the near side. Also, Gavin Gardner, the furthest man out on the near sideline. They will throw to Kentrez Bell, far side of the end zone. Let him just a little too far, trying to avoid that coverage. Incomplete pass. Solid defensive play from the Tigers right there. 3rd down, goal to go for the Rangers.
And I think that's a play that's there to Bell that time. Just not a great throw from Weed, but I like the play call.
Yeah, Isaiah made a really safe throw over there. And I don't know if it's just that his first game or not, but I think as we get into the later part of the season, he will put that ball in play, because once he gets that trust that Kentrez Bell's just going to go up and be a playmaker, make a play over that cornerback, that's what you've got to do. Isaiah led him just a bit too far on the outside, didn't really give his man a chance, and the Rangers will attack inside on 3rd down on the run. We'll pick up 2 more, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 5. I mean, this is 4-down territory, and the 10-15 left to go in the game. You're down by 15 points.
Yeah, a field goal I think here just doesn't do a whole lot of good, because you're about at the 10-minute mark. Coach Walter, they're obviously going to go for this one. Just be anxious to see what the play call is here on 4th down. Is this a play where you maybe do the read option, you let Isaiah Weed keep, or do you let him throw the football?
Yeah, picking up 3 here takes you from being down 15 to being down 12. That doesn't really change anything. You'd still have to have 2 touchdowns to either come out with the win or whatever. So it might as well roll the dice here on 4th and 5, goal to go from the 5. Isaiah Weed will roll out to the far side, flag down, throws back to the end zone, touchdown, caught by Gavin Gardner. He's got it, but I think you're right, Dustin. I think this is coming back on a holding penalty against the Rangers. As that roll set up to take Isaiah to the outside, a flag came out right around the pocket where the offensive line was starting to move with Weed. That looks like somebody got their hands out, and a holding penalty may take this touchdown off the board. That's unfortunate. It was a great pitch and catch from Weed to Gardner.
It was, and that's where I think Isaiah Weed is at his best, when you're getting him out and moving, sprinting left like that on the rollout, throwing back across his body into the end zone. Makes a great throw, but again, I think the penalty is going to bring this one back for Northwestern. Now Coach Walter be faced with yet another decision. At this point, I'm not sure that you go for it on 4th to get 4th down again. You may have to kick the field goal.
I don't know. What's the field goal do for you, though? I mean,
no, I agree.
12 points, even if you scored a touchdown and got the 2-point conversion, that takes you to 8. That still keeps you outside of a field goal, so you would still need 2 touchdowns. I mean, if you go for it and don't get it, you're down 2 touchdowns. If you kick the field goal and do get it, you're still down 2 touchdowns.
No, I agree. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the math is. Extremely difficult to score, I think, on 4th and goal from wherever they end up spotting this, but
that's true. The penalty is definitely going to make things intangibly more difficult. Time out and talk it over. Make sure they've got the right play drawn up. We'll join them. It's 29-14 in favor of the Tigers. 9.5 to go in the game. 9.5 minutes. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Alva State Bank wants to help you meet your personal and business financial needs. We are committed to our communities and are motivated to build strong and lasting relationships with our customers. Stop by any of our convenient locations in Alva, Enid, Burlington, Freedom, or Kiowa to speak to our friendly staff about how we can help you today to prepare for your tomorrow. Alva State Bank, family owned and operated, member FDIC.
You know, life can be funny. Just like on the field, it's not always the team with the best players that gets the win. Sometimes it's the players that make up the best team who come out on top. The same can be said for insurance, and that's why you're going to want to team up with McDermott and Associates when it comes to your insurance needs. McDermott and Associates is a family-owned business with more than 40 years in the insurance industry. They can help you turn your loss into a win. Visit the winning team today at McDermott and Associates, 526 Flynn in Alva, or call them at 580-327-3500. That's McDermott and Associates. Welcome back live to Ranger football. 4th down and goal to go from the 15-yard line. The Rangers had it at the 5, give or take, and then a holding penalty assessed against Northwestern backs him up 10 yards, takes a touchdown off the board. The Rangers will go for this. Goal to go from the 15. Snap back to Isaiah Weed. Stands in the pocket, and it holds. Flushes out. He'll throw to the near sideline. Has a man. It's incomplete. Intended target that time was Jamar Morris, who went up in traffic. And now look at this. Morris has got his jersey pulled down underneath his shoulder pad. He's got a shoulder pad on one side exposed. That happens when hands get a hold of that jersey, which makes me wonder, was there any chance there was pass? I mean, if we can get a holding penalty to take a touchdown off the board, was there any chance there was pass interference over there? It looked pretty clean, I won't lie. But it was double coverage, and Morris did get up, made a great effort. You just wonder, gosh dang, couldn't benefit from one right there. Well thrown ball, nice attempt at the catch, just good defense from the Tigers. Credit them as they take over on downs. They will hand off up the middle. That is going to be Oliver leading the charge, and he'll bust out across the 20-yard line to the 25. That's enough for a first down for the Tigers on their first play of this drive. 9:20 left to go in the game. The Rangers down 15-29-14 our score. Boy, that touchdown right there that came off the board to Gavin Gardner, that was a big one. That brings it to a one-score game. That really makes things interesting. And it's one score no matter which way you go. Kick the extra point or go for two. As long as you make it, takes it to a possibility for the Rangers to really open it up. So the defense, it's all in your hands now, guys. We need a big stop here. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the 25-yard line. Fumble on the ground. Northwestern looks like they fell on it. There's a real chance the Rangers have got this one. A bad handoff between quarterback and running back. Who's going to come out of it on the bottom of the pile? The Rangers hit the ground first and looked like they snatched it, but I think the Tigers may have gotten it.
I do. I saw the referee on the far side over there hold up the number 2. I mean, you could see it that, I guess, Ouachita had gone on it, but boy, I don't know how they did, because it looked like Northwestern had all the opportunities in the world to get on that football, and that was the turnover that you needed, the mistake from Ouachita Baptist.
I really thought Tyrese Jackson or Israel Cotton had fallen on that ball for the Rangers right there on that defensive line. So, nevertheless, the Tigers will have it 2nd down and 11 now. Snap back, handoff this time to Oliver going right, wrapped up from behind, escapes a tackle, gets across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Gosh, another first down for the Tigers on the ground. Ouachita really having success in that run game, and the Rangers just couldn't come up with that fumble. Ouch.
And that's what you hate to see, is right after the opportunity to get the turnover, Ouachita Baptist hits a big play in the running game to get them another first down. And again, they're just starting to chew that clock as we're under 8 minutes now, getting back to what they did at the very beginning of the game, Matt.
Certainly a big play coming up. All of them at this point are going to be big plays. The Rangers have got to have something happen. It'd be great to see a little bit of that defensive magic, get the black cloud in here and really make something happen as Ouachita will continue to attack on the ground. Handoff to Chris Oliver again. This time he is met and thrown down. That was a tackle. I think that's Maurice Wright who caught Chris Oliver in full stride, took the hit, picked him up, drug him back a couple of yards, and deposited him into the turf here on Ranger Field. Boy, Maurice Wright is just an absolute beast out there at linebacker. 5 yards on the play, but not many guys are going to take that missile hit from Chris Oliver and just take him off the ground with that momentum coming right at him. 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball is marked at the 41. Might be a long 4 Really, another handoff up the middle. Flag on the play as the Rangers stop the Tigers right at the line to gain. This, if it stands, will be another first down in favor of the Tigers.
I think this is going to be a false start. I think the left side of that offensive line for Ouachita Baptist moved right before the snap.
Well, folks, it's been a tough sled for Northwestern tonight. They're playing against a very talented, very physical Ouachita Baptist Tigers team. They are the preseason number 2 pick in the Great American Conference, ranked 24th in the nation. But if you think this one's in the book, don't go anywhere yet. 6:44, more than enough time for Matt Walter in the quick strike offense to put the Rangers right back in it. All we need is a little help right here. That penalty against the Tigers backs him up. 2nd and 9 from the 36. Brazil out of the shotgun. The freshman quarterback will hand off this time, attacking the right side. They will be wrapped up just across the line of scrimmage, a gain of about 3 as they were able to move forward in the pile of black jerseys. Maurice Wright was the first guy to get hands on the running back. Carrying the ball that time for the Tigers was Brockton Brown.
Well, and here it is, Matt, a huge play. It's a 3rd down. You're looking at 5 or 6. Clock ticking. We're going to be under 6 minutes by the time they snap this ball. Northwestern's defense has got to come up with a stop here and force Ouachita Baptist into a punt.
Rangers still have 2 timeouts to their benefit. 5:51, 3rd down, like Dustin said, and 5, a big play from the 40-yard line. They will need the 45, actually just across the nose of the 45. Snap back to Brazil. He will throw wide open is Allie Freeman. Oh, my gosh, he's got so much room to go across that far sideline, and he kind of hopped right there. I'm assuming that the whistle was being blown. That play is either dead before it got started or Allie Freeman stepped out of bounds and knew it, because just all of a sudden in the middle of his stride jumps right up in the air and then comes back down. I couldn't decide for a second if that was showboating or not, but it looked like everybody was letting up at that point in time, like the play had been whistled dead for some reason.
We'll see who this is against. I think it's going to go against Ouachita Baptist, but, again, Allie Freeman, the crossing route. Matt, we've seen it all night long. Northwestern has had some trouble defending it, but again, the speedy wide receivers, Ouachita is going to continue to use it, but we still have not any word or no word yet on what the flag is for.
Referees still discussing this one, but that play was definitely blown dead. And you're right. Coverage breakdown right there, because Allie Freeman started on the near side of the field, went in motion to the far side, and really just kind of rolled out. He wasn't much beyond the line of scrimmage as he'd started motion, went forward a little bit, and they caught him right there, but there was absolutely zero coverage on the far side. Now, we had a good angle of pursuit on him. I don't think he would have broke it, but 15, 20, 30 yards.
So it's like an offensive screen, basically.
It was passive, and that may be why nobody was with him. As he goes right down the line of scrimmage in motion and comes out, the tight end over there, it was actually Drew Harris, the wide receiver, comes in on that crossing route, screens the defender off of Freeman, and that effectively ended that play. I don't think that ends a play. Maybe Freeman did step out of bounds or something, but whistles were blowing, and that play came to a sudden halt. I didn't think Allie Freeman got anywhere near out of bounds, and I'm 90% sure that
he must have known when he went over the middle why he was so wide open.
Doesn't end the play. That seems really strange to me, unless he stepped out of bounds and then they blew the whistle, but I didn't see him anywhere near the sideline, or at least I thought.
And now this brings up 3rd and forever. I would be stunned if Ouachita Baptist puts this ball in the air. I would expect this to be a run.
Yeah, that penalty will back them up. It's going to be 3rd down and 20 from the 25-yard line. Snap back to Brazil. He's going to keep it on a quarterback keeper, Dakota Driscoll, diving tackle, and they will wrap him up shy of the 35-yard line. He'll go down at the 34. That is a pickup of 9 of the 20 that they needed, and it brings up 4th down and 11. The Tigers will have to give it back to the Rangers. We need 2 scores with 5:15 left on a running clock.
And you've got to have a quick score. This has got to be, that 2-minute drive type offense, because you do only have 2 timeouts left. Well, what you'd love to have here is a big return in the special teams by Justin Kane back deep.
Justin is going to plant himself at about the 20-yard line. Rangers will bring a little pressure going after the punt. It's a wobbly punt. Doesn't come off well. It's going to hit at the 26-7-yard line and roll out of bounds. The Rangers will have it at the 25 is where the official is going to mark it. So Northwestern, 75 yards between them and making this a one-score game. The clock no longer on our side. 4:46 left to go in this contest. If it's going to happen, Dustin, doesn't necessarily have to happen right now, but if it doesn't on this drive, it's a whole different ball game going forward.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be very difficult to try and win this game if you don't score some points here. Again, but you got to do it quickly. I mean, the 2-minute offense has got to come out right here, and I think you've got to take some shots downfield. I don't think it can be dink and dunk. I think you've got to throw the ball 15, 20 yards.
And if they start to bring more defense into the backfield, maybe take some shots at a couple of runs, but 4:46, whatever we do, we've got to do it fast. Hand off to Jacob Payton. He will try the near side, cuts inside of a tackle, gets to the 30 before he's hammered out of bounds along the near sideline. Payton will pick up 5, make it 6 yards for the Rangers. 2nd down and 4, got out of bounds and stopped the clock at 4:38. So off we go. 2nd down, and scoreboard says 3 to go. I have it as 4 to go. They did move it forward to the 32-yard line. Had it marked officially at the 31. Now it's at the 32. So it is 3 yards left on 2nd down for the Rangers to refresh the down marker. But 4:31, we've got to be thinking longer than 3 yards at a time, I think. Isaiah Weed is going to be under pressure. Flush from the pocket. He'll run far side. Throws downfield. Finds a man. It's complete at the 34-yard line. And here we go all the way across the field to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, downhill to the 45. Steps inside a tackler. Spins away from one at the 35-yard line. Still alive at the 34, and diving out of bounds is the Rangers. Man on the carry that time, I think, was Justin Kane.
It was Justin Kane. What a play. I mean, reverses his field, come all the way from left back to his right. Not only that, it turns into a huge game for Northwestern. Now puts you in Ouachita territory just like that.
Well, it's so risky, man. He ran backwards a couple of yards on that play, got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even behind it a yard, but quick feet allowed him to get outside. Jalen Williams now steps inside a tackle. He'll go across the 20 to the 19-yard line before being tackled by Ouachita. Man on the stop that time was Rico Gonzalez, the 6'2" sophomore, 215-pound defensive lineman, moving well downfield that time as Williams stutter stepped and allowed the pressure to catch up with him. But 1st down, Rangers in the red zone now at the 20-yard line at Community Bank. 1st down. Hand off again to Jalen Williams. Slips a tackle. Now at the 10. Carrying a guy at the 5. 2 people wrap him up at the 4-yard line. And the Rangers are 1st down and goal to go with 3:30 left to go in this game. It's 29-14. A touchdown here makes it a 1-possession game. Can the Rangers rally and earn a victory at home tonight?
Well, and how about the running of Jalen Williams, man? It seems like he's gotten better and better as this game has gone along. He's definitely, earning a lot more playing time for himself.
Isaiah Weed calls his own number. Quarterback keeper slips a tackle, spins at the 2, down at about the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal to go. Clock running. We will dip below 3 minutes on this play. Rangers quickly back to the line. 3 minutes exact. Utah with the lead. The Rangers 2nd down, goal to go from the 1-yard line. Weed out of the shotgun. Jacob Payton in the backfield with him. They'll give it to Jake. Head down. Touchdown, Rangers. Jacob Payton pounds one into the end zone, and watch out, Tigers. The Rangers are coming for you. A flag late comes in after that play was over. Late flag on that one. This, if it goes against the Rangers, makes the point after attempt a lot longer.
It really does. And again, how about this? What a drive from Northwestern. That's one of those you knew you had to have it, and Northwestern goes out and gets it. Now an opportunity here to get this thing to within 8, or do you go for 2?
But did we make a bad decision with an unsportsmanlike penalty after the play here?
Well, and I have not seen a call yet from the referee, but
I haven't either, and they set the ball down at the 2-yard line. The flag is not on the field. There it is.
So it is going to be against Northwestern.
Not an unsportsmanlike conduct. It's an unnecessary roughness penalty, so maybe carrying on a block after the whistle, something, a little pushing and shoving.
So this means it should be on the kickoff.
It will be assessed on the kickoff and not on the point after attempt. So the point after attempt, we're going for 1 here. Can the Rangers put 1 through? Snap is back, kick is away. It looks good. It is good. The Rangers have closed the gap 1 more time. It's an 8-point game when we come back. 29-21. Rangers down, 2:47 left on the clock, and Northwestern has 2 timeouts. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, right here on the Pulse, 105.7.
Beatles Nursing Home in Alva has over 100 years of experience caring for your loved ones. The staff at Beatles Nursing Home consists of high-qualified staff that provides exceptional personal care to your loved ones. More importantly, your loved ones have a peace of mind that they are being taken care of. Let Beatles Nursing Home, a long-term facility, provide you with compassionate and comprehensive care in a Christian environment. For more information, contact Adam Jordan at 580-327-1274 or visit us on the web at BeatlesNursingHome.com.
Do you like banking at your fingertips? That's exactly what you get at Bank Central. Visit our customer service representatives in Alva, Enid, Woodward, Anthony, and Harper to sign up for our online banking program. Then download our app in the Apple and Android app stores and be able to control your accounts with ease. This is your money, your way. See how it all works at www.bcna.com. That's our new mobile banking app at Bank Central, where we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, and the excitement in the air here at Ranger Field tonight. The number 24 ranked team in the nation in Alva on this field. Dustin, right now they are up by 8 points, 29-21, as the Rangers picked up a huge touchdown. Now, here's the interesting thing. In a typical situation, you'd be having the conversation, do we onside it, do we not onside it? But the unnecessary roughness penalty backs the Rangers up. We will have to kick this away from the 20-yard line, meaning that the onside kick would be fielded at the 30 in our field, in our territory. So do you squib it deep? Do you kick it deep? I mean, what's the play here? We'll see what Matt Walter has drawn up. And they will push this one down the field. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line, caught by Allie Freeman. He's up to the 40 as the Rangers start to close in around him, and he will kind of slide to a knee. I don't know if he meant to do that or just had his foot come out from underneath him, but he'll go down at the 42-yard line in Tiger territory. So tremendous field position for the Tigers. Boy, that penalty, really, you're going to feel the sting.
You are, and that's one thing I guarantee you Matt Walter's going to hate seeing that on film again, because, you know, typically you'd be kicking off from the 35. You give yourselves an opportunity the onside, but when you're backed up against into your own 20, you probably don't have the opportunity to kick the onside. You had no choice, I think, but to kick it deep. Now you have to lean on the defense.
Should have been on the old text message machine there with the coach that I interact with on occasion, a former Ranger guy, to see what the call is there. He would have had some interesting insight, I promise. 2:39 left to go in this one. Tigers have the ball at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Snap back to Brazil. He'll hand off to running back Chris Oliver, who will be hemmed up at the line of scrimmage. A gain of 1, maybe, and the Rangers get him stopped. 2 timeouts for Matt Walter and company. 2:28 left to go, as we're under 3 in the 4th quarter.
And I think he's going to hold off here to see what they do on 2nd down. Probably not a bad decision because, again, if you stop him here, then you get to save this timeout till 2nd down. And you stop it again possibly on 3rd down if you can stop him there.
Absolutely, and I think right now, 2nd and 9, you've at least opened the idea that they may have to throw the ball. An incomplete pass would stop the clock and save a timeout. You've got to have good, tight coverage. 2 men split wide to the far side, tight end on the near side, 1 man on the backfield. That is Chris Oliver, and it will be out of the shotgun. Wildcat formation as Oliver takes the direct snap. Finds a little crease at the 45-yard line, but he will be ridden down. Did he get out of bounds is going to be the question.
And that was Maurice Wright that did that. The clock is right now is stopped.
They did not pick up much on that one. In fact, they are going to say maybe a gain of 3 across the 45. It's going to be marked at the 47-yard line, which leaves them 6 yards shy of 1st down, and a timeout taken by the Rangers. Northwestern does go ahead and stop it here. So, Dustin, interesting football that we've got here in Alva. Comes down to a few big plays left in the game, right?
Honestly, you couldn't have asked for a better one. Here, but we wanted some excitement here. We're getting it. The Rangers have battled back. They did the same thing a year ago. This team just continues to battle. And again, they're never going to give up as long as Matt Walter's head football coach of this team. This team just continues to fight. They're doing it. They're showing it here against Ouachita Baptist. They're putting themselves with an opportunity coming up. A 3rd and 6. Get the stop, and you get to turn the ball back over to your offense and see if you can go down and possibly tie this game and force overtime.
I am not sure that Ouachita expected to be in this game, in this situation, after that 1st quarter. They ran the ball almost at will against the Rangers. No big licks, but 4, 5, 6 yards at a time, easy, and a couple of 19-yarders. Had a good lead, and the Rangers have just steadily closed the gap here in the 2nd half. The question is, did we do enough in time? 3rd down upcoming. Drew Harris in the Wildcat formation. They've taken the ball out of the hands of the freshman quarterback for this situation. 3rd down, 6 to go from the 47. Harris takes the snap. Hands off to the other back that we've seen get some time tonight. It's going to be a big stop by the Rangers. I think it was short. It was Brockton Brown on the carry, and that is...
Brockton Brown pushed forward. There was a little bit of a push from Ouachita, some of their offensive linemen as well, too. And I think he's going to get the 1st down, and I think he got it.
Look at that spot. Oh, man. That one's just... It was a great second effort, but wow, that is a tough pill to swallow with 1:31 left to go in the game. As the Tigers talk about what they're going to do, they've got 23 seconds on the play clock. Game clock is running. Northwestern still has one timeout in their pocket. We'll see when Matt Walter and company choose to use it as somebody trips coming onto the field. We'll take a quick second and remind you to thank all of the sponsors that make Ranger football possible this year. They include the Alva Farmers Co-op, Alva State Bank, the Alva Vision Clinic, Bank Central. As we go into 1st and 10, Brazil back in the game. And now a timeout by Ouachita. They want to talk about it with 1:04 left. Matt Walter didn't have to burn one right there, but Ouachita let all the time run off the clock that they could before they stopped it. 64 seconds left in the ballgame. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug, right here on the Pulse 105.7.
Is your flooring boring and outdated? Then you need to contact Pettit's House of Carpet in Alva, Oklahoma today. Pettit's has it all. Hardwood, porcelain, LVT, ceramic, and rugs in all the best name brands. Let the experts at Pettit's help you find the perfect color pattern, texture, and style for your home or business. What are you waiting for? Don't just settle for any old flooring. Get the experts. Get Pettit's House of Carpet today. Come see them at 1128 College Boulevard in Alva, or schedule your consultation by calling 327-3044. That's 327-3044. Pettit's House of Carpet, where we put quality first.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodham as we continue to thank the sponsors that make Ranger Football possible this season. They include Beatles Nursing Home, Community Bank, the Ranger First Down sponsor, E&J Financial, our halftime trivia giveaway sponsor, the Exotic Heat Wave, who brings you the Ranger Football pregame show each and every week right here on the Pulse. Great Salt Plains Health Center in Cherokee, Oklahoma. Holder Drug of Alva, title sponsor of Ranger Football. And Brazil will take the shotgun snap and then wisely wait a couple of seconds till pressure comes around before he hits the knee. Exactly 1 minute left on the clock. They'll roll it down to 59 seconds. And I believe that the Rangers may have burned their final time out here.
Yeah, they showed the signal. Yeah, Northwestern's going to take a timeout.
See, at 59 seconds, the clock is frozen, and the officials have now indicated that it is a timeout taken by the Rangers. Our Rangers sponsors continue as we talk about the Exotic Heat Wave, our pregame sponsor, Holder Drug of Alva, the title sponsor of Ranger Football. In the postgame show, you'll hear from K&K Bodyworks, the offensive player of the game sponsor, Local Boys Entertainment, of course, the official travel sponsor and partner of travel for Blue Sky Media and the Ranger Sports Network, McDermott and Associates, who bring us our game statistics. 1:01 as they reset the clock, and Brazil will take the snap, takes a knee immediately, and the 40-second clock will start. 56 seconds left in the game clock. They will have to snap the ball one more time. Third down upcoming, and basically this can be it if there's not a fumble or an exchange issue.
Yeah, we need an old-school Arkansas Clint Sterner type play right here where he falls down and fumbles the football. That's
Other sponsors include McDonald's of Alva, who sponsors the Northwestern Coaches Show. Northwest Electric, sponsor of the Defensive Player of the Game. Northwestern Oklahoma State University, a Ranger football sponsor. Pettit's House of Carpet. Regal Oilfield Supply, who brings you the halftime show. The Rusty Bucket, sponsor of our starting lineup. And State Farm, Stephanie Eaton, bringing you the Ranger football keys to the game as the Tigers hit the knee for the final time. 16 seconds left on the clock, and that will do it. The Rangers fought hard, brought this one back to within 8, but they will fall here on opening weekend on Thursday night. Opening weekend on Thursday night. They'll fall in the opener here on Thursday night in Alva, Oklahoma. Final score 29-21 as the